Hello guys, welcome to another video. This is Banana Luck here, and today we're just doing some gear rates. We're just finishing up our 30 runs, and we're gonna talk about gear today in particular. When you should roll them, what to look out for each class of heroes, and how to decide whether you should roll to 16. So let's just have a quick pick of the rewards here. So nothing from the ancient category, which is unfortunate. But we do see a few thumbs up, but don't let this deceive you. What I normally advise to do is to actually go in. Oops, that run just ended. So what I typically do, if I wasn't gonna record this video, is that I'll pop in like every 10 runs to look at the rewards and see which ones I want to sell. So you can just pop the sell button and then mass select things here. But you can see what I'm starting to talk about where you can't really trust the thumbs up button. This got the thumbs up because it had a lot of percentage stats, but not all of it is what you actually want. So you want attack bonus, you want attack speed, but there's no crit rate or crit damage here. And my rule of thumb for the stage of the game I'm at the moment is that I should sell the item away unless there are 3 stats that I really want. And if 2 of them are not at a level 4 or level 8 upgrade, I'll sell them. Because it takes too much investment to, unlock 2, or rather unlock the last substat at 16 versus unlocking it at 4 and 8. So that's the rule of thumb I have. And probably going to sell this. Same for this. There's a lot of percentage stats, but it's not crit. And yeah, we're getting a lot of attack bonus and attack speed, but I think the run just ended. So we're just going to take a look at this one by one now and see what we can sell. So if you're at the stage of the game like me, where, stats, you really want the perfect stats, not just like an attack bonus or attack speed buff, for example, then you should really be more detailed with what kind of equipment you want to keep and which ones you want to sell. So I'm going to sell this, unfortunately. This one as well. Because you see the attack speed bonus is at level 16, so that's too much of an investment to get there. This is nice, but we're missing attack bonus to really, make that pop. Same for this. Nothing, 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 nothing here as well. Yeah, it's looking pretty pathetic, if I can say. This is nice if, healing effect was something else, but nah, we're not getting that today. Nothing as well. This is nice, but 2 of the substats are at the bottom. Yeah, same thing here. Looks like we might just wind up selling everything. But for the sake of the video, I'm just gonna keep one of the equipments here. So let's just keep a few of this. Let's see what else I can keep to show you guys what I'm referring to. Yeah, I'll just keep a few of this. And you guys will see what I mean in a second. So I'm gonna sell the rest. This is very normal. I don't do any gold rates because I just depend on my gear rates to get the gold, and I seldom upgrade anything. That's because it doesn't really take much investment if you're just upgrading a segment of the equipment that you have. So this is the only ancient weapon I have on the mythic level. So you can see that the stats are all pretty decent, but I'll just go into what I mean here. So you can see maybe in this one, I'm just going to roll it up to level 8, which is what I always do, and see where the stats go. This is very nice. So you see, if I had good stats like attack speed or crit here, I'll definitely roll it up to 12. But because of the fact that, it's defense and HP bonus, there's no point really getting it any higher because I have better equipment than this. And I just want to show you guys a bad example of when you shouldn't roll. So Let's just see how this goes. There. So this is an example of why you shouldn't roll further. So stats are pretty meh, and I do see a correlation where sometimes a better stat in the initial stages leads to a better one at the end. Can also happen in the reverse, but my rule of thumb is, if it's below like 10% bonus ish, 15 to 10%, I'll probably not want to, go on any further. I can just show you guys that where the attack speed goes. It can go better or worse. It's really a gamble. Yeah, you see, it's gonna stay pretty much the same, and just not worth it to bring it any further because there are no better substats anyways. So I'm gonna sell that. And you can see here over here I have some that I've been waiting to upgrade as well. And we'll just see where the crit rate goes if we decide whether or not to take. You see, golden rolls on, the most useless stats. That always happens. I mean, how many heroes do we have on, Oh, nice. How many heroes do we actually have on, defend bonus as scaling damage? I think there's only Azor and that gun, which is that KL slot, which I have, but it's so rare. So this is one of the rare occasions where we're actually getting good stats, and you should continue rolling. So, but I wouldn't because there's a Tales of the Smith event later on, and I should probably keep my rolls for later on. But this is something that I will gamble and continue rolling on to, 12 because Annihilating Might is the gear where, you get extra crit damage. So that means you need 100% crit, and this just pairs perfectly. Because in a good scenario where you have a good chest piece as well as a few accessories with decent crit rate, you're gonna get 100% crit rate without having to equip a crit rate banger like I did here. So that's what you should be aiming for end game. But you get the point, Shit substats like this, you shouldn't roll at all. Unless you're like me at the start of the game where, you just need a good series of gear with decent sets and decent attack bonus, then that's when, it might be alright to get it to level 16. But once you're past that stage where you're able to clear like gear rate 218 simply or 118, you should be much more picky with the gears that you roll for. And this is just a fine example of what you shouldn't roll because the crit damage is the first substat, but crit rate, that's level 16. It just takes way too much investment to get there. And we've been talking a lot about the DPS units, so let's look at the healers instead, for example. So we have my Midan here, and just in case you guys didn't know, if you go to a healer's basic attack, you can see that they've updated the tooltip, I believe. Now it says HP based healing. Previously it just said healing, and you had to click in to see how it works. So this restores HP based on targets and casters max HP. So this is really important because it means that when I go into gear, you're gonna see that I have a life force set, 25% more HP, and I have a whatever you pronounce this set, which gives another max HP of 10% and healing effect of 20. And I believe the optimal healing effect you should get to is 70. I'm not there yet, but that's alright. So we have HP bonus here, here, as well as here. And same for this as well. We have HP bonus substats because on the breastplates and the weapons, you're always going to get flat stats as the main attribute. The substats are what you should be looking for. So this is for Midan, a HP based healer. If we look at Dolores on the other hand, it grants attack based healing. So what this means is that her heals are going to scale off her attack. So that means that you should have attack stats as much as possible. And over here, it's a bit of a unique situation. I have her on the Glacier set, which grants attack bonus equal to 6% max HP when deployed. And I don't think that you actually see this, you won't see the attack bonus here because it only takes place when she's deployed. So 6%, that's gonna bring us at about, we have about 28k HP. it's gonna bring us around 1.5k of extra attack. But that's not the focus here. Focus here is really more of the extra attack and making sure that Dolores survives, especially in content like Guild Boss. So you can see that over here, my Glacier set is pretty much not the most optimal, but I have it all on her because I need a Glacier set to get her up and running. But once you have, good sets, what you should really be aiming for is what I have on my Hatsuit here. So, Annihilating Might, you see that there's lots of crit rate and crit damage here. And I have a full Curse Gear set on her. So this is the crit rate one, but the best case is if you can get a crit Curse Banger with attack bonus instead, and then get her crit rate up to 100% without having to have a crit rate banger, because that will boost her damage much more. My damage for Hatsu is not that high, but I have decent stats on the others. Not the best, but good enough to get things going. So you get where I'm coming from. Once you get a good initial set of gear to get your units up and running, you should be a lot more picky. You can see that from that particular gear rate I had with 30 runs, I just sold all the equipment essentially because there's simply nothing that is worth upgrading at all, and that's how picky you should be. So to sum it all again, very straightforward. When you look at your weapons, make sure that you have 3 good substats. Best case scenario, 3 of them can be unlocked at level 12, but if not, if it's at level 16, that's fine as well, but just make sure that you don't over-invest until you see good substats on the first 12 rows. And same goes for your accessories. Only look for crit rate and attack bonus. There's some rare occasions where you look at attack speed or crit damage, but attack bonus still seems to be the priority. The only attack speed bonus amulet I have is on Mari, because Mari slows units and she benefits from attack speed, so this is really helpful for the air attack arena, for instance. But yeah, I think that's pretty much it for the video, guys. So once again, look for the first 3 subsets, make sure they are good. If they're good, continue rolling. If not, just sell the equipment. No hard feelings. And ignore the set bonuses. Only make room for that when you get in the more end stage state. But for me, myself, I just wanted to get through the gear rates, and that's exactly what I did, and that's what you should be focusing for. So that's it for the video, guys. Thanks for tuning in, and I hope this helps in terms of, clarifying what you should upgrade on your gear rates, and I'll see you in the next one.